Peace. This is King Noble, Black Supremacy. And with this particular video, I want to talk about the significance of the death of Kobe Bryant. May he rest in peace. Long live his soul. A family man, a success-driven individual, hard-working, stand-up type of person on a very, very profound journey. In this video, I want to talk about the significance of his death. This is not about a conspiracy theory as to who killed him or circumstances around his death or certain correlations with certain predictions or prophecies. I just want to talk about the significance of his death to the masses. No, I'm not going into how his death was a hoax or it was fake and he's still alive, even though Los Angeles is one of the only places that is legal to fake your own death, but that's a whole nother video. But I want to talk about the significance of what is being seen as his death, his exit from the big scene, from the lights, cameras, and action. Let's just talk about that. Now, the Matrix, the corporations, billion-dollar corporations, franchises, builds up these individuals in front of your face, gives you your icons, tells you who is valuable, makes you fall in love with them, and by falling in love with them, you fall more in love with the dream, and you go to sleep. And in the dream world, you start believing in the dream world, and you believe that, these individuals are, untouchable, they're invincible, that this shit is going to last forever. Or that there is any significance in the artificial reality that they have engineered for their own corporate greed and capitalistic gain, exploiting the actors in the dream and exploiting the dream world itself to get your energy, to make you believe in a false reality. And if there was a God, a mystery God, that wanted to just wake you up, he would first kill the icons in your dream world. If he wants you to stop believing in an illusion, he must do something in the illusion to jolt you. So the death of these icons is a sacrifice for your awakening, for your humiliation, for you to be humbled, for the masses of asses to be humbled, to realize how vulnerable they really are and how shit is really real. That the money means nothing, the status means nothing, the fame means nothing, the rings mean nothing, the stats means nothing, the jerseys mean nothing. None of it in their artificial reality means nothing. And none of it is as valuable as life itself, which is not produced or manufactured by any of these corporations and these entities. But if there was a God that wanted to wake you up, he would first have to take down your icons in your dreams, in your dream world. He would have to give you a reality check to say, while you believing in all that fake shit and you believing that it's all solid and that it's consistent and that it's perpetual and that that's where the value of life exists at, then you got another thing coming. Poof. All that shit is gone. Right in front of your face. So Kobe Bryant's death is very significant for the awakening of masses of people. Very significant. I found something similar in Nipsey Hussle's transition as well. No matter how righteous or how good, how much better, how much higher elevated you think these individuals are. They are vulnerable. And they are nothing in the eyes of the infinite, more than any other speck of what we call human existence. None of them are more important and more valuable, or less important or less valuable. Because as a family man, he's just as valuable as me and you. As somebody that is struggling through life to do the best they can, be the best that they can be, attempt to leave a legacy, make the best decisions that they can make, he's the same as us. And somebody vulnerable to the infinitum of possibilities of what can happen to a soul in this realm. He is the same as us. These corporations do not matter. Your status does not matter. Your fame does not matter. What people think about you doesn't matter. Where you're at in the public opinions poll does not matter. If everybody think you're good or everybody think you're bad, none of that matters. That's all stuff of the Matrix. It did not weigh at all in the transition of Kobe Bryant, how good of a person he was, how good of a basketball player he was, how good of a father he was. Nothing that was supposed to mean something meant nothing in how he was selected to pass on to the afterlife. None of it meant nothing. What does it all mean to you? None of it meant absolutely nothing. It almost looked arbitrary. It almost looked random. Least expected. But significant. A divine reminder to humble the masses of asses, to turn off your televisions, turn off the Matrix, turn off your computers, turn off your internet for just a second, in just a moment. Get off the rat race and see how valuable your life is by how fragile it is. The Matrix can make you feel like you're indestructible and you're on a path to being somebody, and make you build up your ego and make you see value in who you are in their artificial reality, and you forget how fragile you are because you look to aspire to be as important or significant and as powerful as the icons that they feed you to suck your energy to keep their artificial reality going. And if there was a God, he would start to take those icons and strip them from you to give you a message, to bring you back to reality, to bring you back to consciousness, so that you can see how valuable that this existence is, how valuable the actual real world is, and that you could wake up and get back into the present moment and stop being on the rat race, stop getting lost in someone else's wonderland. Come back into the present, take a deep breath, and see how valuable the present moment is, how valuable life energy is before you splurge it, before you waste it, trying to live up to become something that will not be any less vulnerable than you are now, that will not be any more important than you are right now. No matter how rich you got, no matter how many people like you, no matter how much somebody said you did something, it means nothing. It means nothing. And that all the value that there is exists within you right now. If you could just awaken to that and appreciate your life and appreciate the reality and just get out and unplug for a second. Just unplug for a second. Wake up. Wake up. That shit is fake. It's not worth your soul. You'll be lost. And the very thing you are attaching your energy to may be the very thing that may sacrifice you. For all that you wanted, for all that it was worth. You give up your life. You give up your energy. Wake up. This is King Noble, BlackSupremacy.com. Donate, don't hate.